My name is Reo Mimori, and I'm 32 years old. As of now, I'm living a meager life, but my life has been quite a turbulent roller coaster indeed. This is the story of this life of mine. Well then, we're off, guys.
You two behave at home together and be nice to each other, okay?
Get home soon, okay?
We're only checking in on how Grandma's doing and coming straight home, sweetheart.
It's raining today, so be careful driving. Reo, you're worrying about things like that? You've grown up so damn fast, my boy. I'm already in my third year of junior high, Dad. You're right. A high school student starting next year, huh? Time really does fly by. Once you're finished studying for the entrance exams, you'll come with us to see Grandma. How about that? And also, Rico, you aren't feeling well, right? So you take it easy and get some sleep, okay?
Yes, Daddy.
I'll never forget that day. When I was in the third year of junior high school, my parents went out to visit my grandmother, who was sick, and I stayed at home to take care of my little sister, who was also sick. Eesh, your fever's risen a bit. I'll bring up a cold towel. Damn it, Rico, this is because you really wanted to see them off and forced yourself up.
Oh, come on.
It's okay. Get under your covers and sleep some more.
Okay, Rio.
Really hope they get back soon. It's been a while since we went out as a couple like this, hasn't it?
When the kids get older, we'll have a lot more time to spend together like this. Honey, there's a little girl!
Look out! That fateful day when I was in the third year of junior high school, my parents out to pay my grandmother a visit in an effort to dodge a little girl who had run onto the road after the wind and rain got hold of her umbrella, chasing after a blown umbrella, struck a guardrail and were instantly killed in the impact.
So sad. Their younger child was only 7 years old, right?
And their older child is still in junior high school, too.
I wonder who's going to raise them.
We can't do it, regrettably.
Neither can we.
No worries, Auntie, Uncle. We won't pose any problems for you. Oh, Reo.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to find a job. But you're still in junior high school, boy. I'll be graduating in 6 months. After I graduate, I'll go find work and I will raise my little sister. That's insane, son. I'm going to work and raise Rico.
How can a 15-year-old raise a 7-year-old, dear?
None of y'all want to take us in, right? I will never, ever be separated from Rico.
Rio?
I spat out what I wanted to say before my relatives, but even I knew it was obvious that Rico and I, 15 and 7 years old respectively, would survive together. There was no way we were going to the facility, so I was at a loss as to what to do when... Hello? Oh, Grandma!
Rio, my dearest, I'm so sorry. It was because of me. They were trying to visit me and then they...
It's not your fault, Grandma. But what can we do from now on?
My condition isn't that bad. I'll be discharged from the hospital in 2 weeks. Then we can all live together.
Really? Thank you so much, Grandma. That's how we ended up living with our grandma, who had just been discharged from the hospital.
I feel terrible, honey. To leave everything to you.
Come on now, you aren't feeling too well, so you focus on getting enough rest. You even lied and said it wasn't that bad over the phone.
But the reason they both died was because I was hospitalized and...
That's not true. It's not anyone's fault.
Now that I think about it, the girl who was saved...
She came to see us with her parents the other day. They were crying as they apologized, and they told me to give this to you.
Oh my, this is a lot of money.
For compensation, they said. It's too much money for me to manage, so I'll leave it with you, Grandma.
Rio, dearest.
Thank you so much for taking us in, Grandma dearest. I'll do my absolute best. Just as I declared at the funeral, I graduated from middle school and worked to support the family. Grandma told me not to worry about money and to go to college because she had enough, what with my parents' insurance and the compensation. She wanted me to pursue my education, but I just wanted to become an adult as soon as possible. And boy, did I work so hard. Tragically, our grandmother passed away as well when Rico was in junior high school. And from that point on, I acted as a substitute parent for her.
Rio, here's your lunch.
Oh, wow, thank you, sis.
I'm already in junior high school, you know. From now on, I'll do my best to support you, okay? I'll also go on working.
What's all this crazy talk? If it's about money, don't you dare worry. We have the money that Mom, Dad, and Grandma left for us. You don't have to give up on what you want to do, Rico.
Rio.
Please, this is also my dream, to see yours come true.
Okay, I understand. Thanks, Rio. I love you.
And so, Rico was able to graduate from university without any problems. Just between you and me, I burst into tears of joy at my sister's graduation ceremony. Mum's the word, okay? After she graduated, Rico went and landed a good job at a conglomerate office. It was probably getting closer for her to leave the nest. As I was eating my meal, thinking such cheesy, corny thoughts.
Oh, Rio, I remembered. There's someone I'd like to introduce to you.
Oh, wait, huh?
If possible, could you find some time, like this weekend?
Yeah, I can, but don't tell me it's your boyfriend. You have a boyfriend?
Don't make me say it, please.
Rico has a boyfriend? A sweetheart? A potential fiancé?
Come on, Rio, you're overreacting. I'm already 22 years old, you know. It's not that strange at all, right?
I know it isn't. However, what are you to me? A little sister? A kind of daughter? This is so weird.
I know, but you can rest assured that you will definitely like him too.
Got it. And so, all of a sudden, she wanted to introduce me to her boyfriend. Oh Father, oh Mother, oh Grandmother in heaven. This day has finally, regrettably come. Please watch over me, so that I won't shit my pants during the big day.
And now here he is, Rio. I'd like to introduce you to the man I'm with, Ryota.
Nice to meet you. I am Ryota Igarashi. Thanks for taking care of my sister. Call me Reo, please. It's a pleasure, sir. Even more so, it's an honor to meet you in person. Damn, quite the gentleman. As expected of my darling little sis. That was my first impression. But that only lasted a moment until Rico retired to the kitchen to make a meal for us both. Which university did you go to, sir? University? I'm a junior high school graduate, actually. Wait, a junior high graduate? Yes. Not even a high school graduate or dropout? No, I didn't go to high school at all. You must be kidding. You never went to high school? Our parents passed away when I was in my last year of junior high school, you see. So I've been told. Who would have thought there would be middle school graduates these days? I started working right after graduating from junior high school. You must have had your parents' insurance money though, right? Well, yes, there was, but I kept that money for Rico's future, so I could let Rico choose any career for herself. Oh, big deal. I suppose your true feelings are more like you hated to study and used the accident as a clever excuse to abandon an education. I feel sorry for Rico. You're maybe making her feel indebted to you. That's a ridiculous assumption. All of my relatives are college graduates. To think one had only graduated from junior high school. The hell is this? Where did the kind gentleman from a few moments ago go? So I'll be related to a junior high school graduate? Shameful for my family. Ha! I don't expect your current salary isn't that great anyway, huh? Perhaps the gentleman before me a few moments ago was a trick of the mind. A guy like this? I was absolutely against her marrying this prick. And I thought to strongly warn my sister about this when...
Rio? Ryota, dinner's ready.
Thank you, Rico. I'll help you carry the stuff over, too.
Thank you. Hey, Rio, What did I tell you? He's very kind and he's also very reliable.
Oh, Rico.
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing.
You're so weird.
I absolutely forbid her from marrying this condescending jerk. I kept observing his behavior while we were eating, and from what I could tell, toward Rico at least, he was a really kind and considerate guy. According to Rico, Ryota works for an elite conglomerate with which the company where Rico works seems to be partnered professionally. They met at a social gathering and quickly grew interested in each other, leading to lunch dates and constant texting. Maybe if I just don't get involved, Rico would be happy. She will be, right?
Hey, Rio, are you listening to me?
Oh, shit, my bad. What about the shrimp?
We aren't talking about the shrimp, bucko. Listen, we're actually thinking about getting married, see?
Huh? But you've only been dating for a few months, right?
For me, there's no one other woman in the world than Rico.
And I honestly don't want her to go off finding a better man than me.
And you know full well I never look at other men.
I'm joking, silly.
How about it, Rio?
Understood. You have my blessing. You kids be happy, okay?
Hey, I'm so happy! Thanks, Rio. It's all thanks to you that I've come this far. You just look forward to the wedding, okay? Right, Ryota?
Of course. Yeah, it's written all over his face that he doesn't want me to come. However, the man to walk beloved Rico down the aisle is me. No one else will have that honor. That's how things went, and 6 months later the wedding day was upon us. I wore a suit specially tailored for this occasion, and I arrived at the venue. It was my little sister's wedding, the only family I had left. I despised the man she was going to marry, but he was nevertheless the man she had chosen. I went to be an adult and congratulate her when... My name is Reo Mimori, and I'm the older brother of Rico Mimori, the bride. A moment, sir. I shall check the guest list. Excuse me, sir, but do you have an invitation? What? No, I was under the impression that closest relatives didn't require one. I'm sorry, sir, but it seems everyone received a direct invitation to the wedding. Your name, sir, Mr. Reo Mimori, is not on the guest list. Excuse me? I wonder what this means. I'll check with the bride.
And I was wondering who it was.
Oh, Mr. Ryota. Perfect timing. The guest list doesn't seem to have my name.
Heh, so you really came, did you? I wish you'd figured it out when you never got an invitation.
What are you talking about? I'm Rico's only relative. Of course I'm coming to her wedding.
I'm telling you, there are no seats available for bottom-of-the-barrel junior high graduate lowlifes.
Huh?
Did you seriously think that you would be invited to a wedding ceremony held at such a prestigious hotel?
After all, I am the older brother of the bride.
There's no way I would accept such a working-class maggot as my brother-in-law.
You do realize there is a reason why I'm a junior high graduate, right? I explained that on the day we met, and we've discussed it as a family. You'll forgive me, but it would be a shame for the Igarashi family to have a mere middle school graduate as a relative of ours.
The truth is, I was going to advocate for the termination of this wedding, but Ryota would hear none of that. Rico herself is a university graduate and has a good job at a good company.
That's how it is. So I must request that you never see Rico again in the future.
We'll give her a good education as the new wife of the family.
And what does Rico say? She was always embarrassed of you, her big brother, a mere junior high graduate.
There's no way Rico would say something like that.
But she's said it to my face. Here, listen. This is Rico's voice.
Rio, I'm so embarrassed.
No shot?
Now that you understand, I'd like you to get lost.
I left the venue. So, Everything I thought I was doing for my sister turned out to be proof of me being so selfish. Maybe it would be better if Rico didn't have an older brother who only went as far as middle school. Oh Father, oh Mother, oh Grandmother in heaven. Maybe I should have gone to school. But I just wanted to contribute somehow, even a little. I had worked so hard for her. Maybe the fact was I was making her feel guilty? Reo mi mori, the sheer shock shall send me to Arkham. I arrived home breathless and crestfallen. I took off my formal outfit, essentially ripping them off, changed into sweat clothes, and started drinking alone. The loneliness broke my soul. Then I happened to notice that my smartphone was buzzing nonstop. What in the world? So many missed calls? 80? Sir, please excuse me from earlier. Could you please come back to the venue? Please, sir, could you please attend the wedding? Sir, I beg you, please forgive me. This is the father of the groom. I'm truly, truly sorry regarding the situation with Ryota earlier. The hell is all this?
Rio, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Could you please come back right now?
I didn't understand what the frick was going on, but Rico claimed she didn't know anything. Perhaps I had made some kind of huge mistake? So I hurriedly took a shower, changed into my formal clothes again, and hurried back to the wedding venue. That's when... Oh, if it isn't President Takasaki! What's the matter, sir? Oh, Rio, my boy. What's wrong, sir? Seems like one of my subordinates was inexcusably very rude to you. Subordinate? Hey! I told you to apologize profusely. I'm truly, truly sorry for being so rude earlier. Ryota, do you work at President Takasaki's company? To be more precise, he used to work for my company, yes. What? As of today, you're fired. Please forgive me. We will not have someone in our company who discriminates against people based on their educational background. No, please reconsider, sir. Please listen to what I have to say. Enough! Oh, how did this happen in the first place? Igarashi invited me to his wedding, you see, and when I came to the wedding venue, I could hear him talking to you. Oh, so you heard us talking. Well, the reception desk is quite the conspicuous place to talk about such things. I was surprised because I didn't know that your sister was the one to marry Igarashi, my boy. I also had no idea that you would be among the guests, sir. You think you're surprised? But I'm sorry, I couldn't even greet you earlier. You don't have to worry about that, my boy. Normally, it's not every day we have such a happy story on our hands, but then Igarashi brutally abused and chastised you in public. I'm sorry I couldn't stop the bullshit right away. First of all, I thought I should scold this big idiot, you see. He looks extremely frightened, so I guess the scolding was legendary. I wonder where all his arrogance he had up until now had gone. The way he was trembling when he saw me was so pathetic. I'm really sorry. Mr. Reo's parents are my daughter's benefactors. They sacrificed their lives to protect her at all costs. What? Yes, indeed. The father of the little girl who all those years ago chased after her umbrella in the wind and rain was none other than President Takasaki. Crestfallen over feeling his daughter was the one responsible for their deaths, he never failed to show his concern for us. And that day, sometime thereafter, it was he who stopped our house and paid us handsomely in compensation. Furthermore, additional money was transferred to me through my grandmother, and he even visited us a few times to say hello and offered to help with my education expenses. However, I wanted to become a full-fledged adult as soon as possible. I didn't go to higher education, but instead asked the president to let me work at his subsidiary company after graduating from junior high school. And then I became independent and started my own company when I was 25. And now my company has grown to the point where I can do business with President Takasaki on equal ground.
Why didn't you tell me you're the president of such a prestigious company, sir?
I didn't think it was something to be too proud of. And you yourself showed no intention of listening to me, did you? In the end, you said things like, I didn't go to higher education because I hated studying. I used the accident as a clever excuse to abandon a better education. I was maybe making Rico feel indebted to me. You didn't hold back, I'll tell you that.
But that was...
You goddamn...
Aye!
More importantly, where's Rico?
Rio!
Who better to appear at that moment than my darling Rico, wearing a beautiful wedding dress. You look beautiful, Rico. You wear that dress.
Thanks. What am I saying? Ryota, this marriage is terminated.
What? What are you talking about?
Never expected you to say such horrible things to my brother.
All because I was thinking of you.
Don't allow anyone to disrespect my older brother, whom I'm so proud of.
Do you know what will happen if you break off the wedding the day of?
If you want to ask for some kind of compensation, you can go right ahead. However, I think it's obvious which one is at fault here.
Are you actually serious? You won't find a fine man like me ever again, you know.
You? A fine man? Don't make me laugh. A brain-headed codfish, perhaps.
Now wait a minute, Rico.
You have to deal with the guests first, bucko. Before I fire you, I'll make sure you do this right. First of all, I would like you to apologize to all the staff at the wedding venue and all the guests. Ryota's screams reverberated throughout the entire ceremony hall. But Rico quickly returned to her waiting room, changed clothes, and left the ceremony hall at my side. Rico, are you absolutely sure?
I'm glad I found out his true nature before I changed names. Holy!
But he said you were embarrassed by me.
What? Who the hell said such sacrilege?
I had to listen to an audio recording of your voice saying, "Ha, Rayo, I'm so embarrassed."
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm sure it was your voice.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, I said that.
I knew it.
At the end of the wedding, you usually read a letter to your parents, don't you?
Yeah?
I meant to dedicate that letter to you, see?
To me?
Because you are my brother, my mother, and my father.
But you were embarrassed.
Here's the letter. Read it.
Thanks to you, Rayo, I was able to go to university and graduate. To be honest, though, I was really troubled by the fact that you burst into tears in public. Ha, Rayo, I'm so embarrassed that you did that. This can't be.
That was the audio from when I was practicing reading this letter.
And thus he cut it out for his convenience? I can't believe it.
I never thought he was that rotten. I don't really have the eyes to see men well, do I? Maybe it's because I'm still too young to get married.
That's not true, is what I want to say, but maybe dating someone for at least a year would be wiser, to be honest. It'd be better to do that.
Yeah, and I should introduce him to you sooner next time. I need to find out what kind of person he is at heart as soon as possible.
Damn, no freaking pressure. In the end, my sister's engagement was broken. I was prepared to pay a considerable amount of compensation for the wedding, but thanks to President Takasaki introducing me to one of the most accomplished lawyers in the country, I didn't have to pay a single coin. In fact, the abuse cast at me was deemed enough to be eligible evidence to demand compensation instead. And thus I succeeded in receiving a ton of compensation money. And by the way, my sister refused to receive any compensation for breaking off the engagement. She said she didn't want to receive a single yen from that bastard. As for the bastard himself, he was brought to a meeting of the board of directors, and his actions were unanimously deemed a potential threat to the company's professional integrity and reputation, and his official dismissal was ordered. He would not be paid any retirement bonus either.
Hey, Rio, take a look at this.
Let's see.
I got a message every day from the freaking scumbag, and it's getting annoying.
Please! You're the only one who can save me, Rico. I'm in a lot of trouble with the costs of canceling the wedding and the gifts of apology I need to send to all the guests. It also seems that what happened this time spread to my father's company, and he'll also be demoted. Please, get your brother to talk to me and hire me. I will definitely prove to be useful, so please.
That's what he said.
Miss Rico, messages from toxic dickheads must be blocked immediately.
I thought so.
In this way, Rico deleted and blocked Ryota's contact information, and just to be safe, we as siblings decided to change phones altogether. Well then, how about we head over and pay Mom, Dad, and Grandma a visit?
Who would have thought the day would come when I would have to tell them my engagement's been called off?
Now, you still have a long life to live.
And what says you, almighty Rio? Won't you get married?
Well...
Aha! So there is someone. Introduce me.
In due time.
Get back here, mister. Oh, brother of mine.